3 seconds ahead of time, right?
Just right at 9. Sweetheart, I need you to grab that for me.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Riff Kiss Craft Corner. How is everyone doing? I'm here. I actually made it for a Friday, which is amazing. After I've been feeling sort of down, and not because I'm feeling sort of down as in depression or anything. It's not upset or anything. But what happened is my back gave out on me. It's getting better. I did see a doctor about it. But we're going to do some crochet. Let someone know. So we are going to do some crochet. I am only 5 away from being done with the little areas of it. So don't know if I put my I think I put it in here. Can't find it. So we're doing a special crochet. Moving this out of the way so it's not in my way. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Riff Kiss Craft Corner. How is everyone doing this morning? Jeff, join me, please.
Sure.
Just
yes.
Okay. So I am right now working on this gorgeous. I only need to do 5 more of the rounds. Then I have to figure out how to put everything together after that to make it a blanket. I've been working very hard on these, believe it or not. It doesn't take me long to crochet these little rounds. So I'm bringing them up here so I can start working on them all at the same time. They are getting closer and closer to being done because I'm working the rounds up here and I'm making a very unique design. So I usually start with this, and I go like this and this. Okay? Gives me a little bit of room to grab them. Now, I usually take this part away, which means this little section away. Okay. I'm going to put that in there. So, what we're going to do is we're going to take this right here, take this right here. It feels so good to have most of this. There we go. Now this part right here, I don't want the bottom part. I want the top. So I'm going to bring this down and that under. Now I'm going to pull this through to hold it in place. Nope. Got it. 1, 2. And that can go down there. Okay. Now I'm going to do the same after counting the 2. And I'm going to put this. Now I have some good news to tell you guys. I found my my proof. 1, 2. Okay. No, these go like that. Okay. Now we got it. So what we're doing here is we are crocheting as we go. All right, held on to the one right here, so that's ready, and I start going. Look for the single crochet strand, not double. That's a single, and that's a single, and I just crochet as I go. I can't believe how much this labor of love has been for me. My husband's been watching me actually crochet this at nighttime. I'll go and crochet this at nighttime, but I have some extra bits because I did do some crochet. But I do have some extra bits. Now, what I'm aiming after is the back loops of it. I have a cold pack behind my back to help me today compared to the last time. Thought I had a cold pack behind my back, but I don't remember. But I'm doing better. I've been to a doctor. I'm going to a physiotherapist next Thursday. Medicare, from what I heard, Medicare will pay for it, but you first have to see a nurse. Isn't that what she said?
No, there were two different options, and I'm not going to bother going into them online here.
Okay. So I'm right now crocheting as I go. Whoa, sorry. Didn't mean to jump, you guys. So yeah, I'm having a lovely time putting these together. I already did my mimic that turned out really well. It will be for sale on my Shopify. I still have to put it up on the Shopify, but it is done. Here's the end result of that beautiful mimic. Everything's in place and ready to be sold. I'm still thinking about putting some coinage around him and putting like a D20 on top of by him. But we'll see. We will see. But the mimic turned out really good. I also... Oh, second. No, that's not where I want it. That's where I want it. I also have an answer about the wings. I have an idea of what to do with the wings, and I might do that. Not this, well, definitely not this Friday. Not next Friday, because next Friday, I think someone's going to be away. So we have something going on the 12th and 13th home. It is Passover for us at that time. So my husband and I will not be here. But the good news is, yay, I can finally take that thing off. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Rivka's Craft Corner. I am doing better than I was our gaming day. April, I'll be bringing back my Wednesdays. I think Jeff and I discussed that, and he said okay with it. Right, dear?
Yeah, might as well.
Well, you're almost done with your writing.
Yeah, almost.
If you want, I can hold off still a little bit longer.
I'd like to get completely finished that bit first. We used that as a guide before because I thought I would be finished by then.
Yeah.
Okay, turns out that I'm not.
Yeah. And there we go. This is a labor of love. It's getting done. I'm very happy to say. Now we're going to this side. We just finished the first one. Now we're on the second side. One, two. So that's what's been going on my end, just so you know. Okay, now I can see the little loops. I do still plan on working with resin. I definitely plan on working with resin on the wings. Two. Then this goes in, takes it, 1, 2. This one I used for the rainbow one. I have a rainbow baby blanket, which I will be letting go. It's a very cute one. But it was a challenge for myself, and I challenged myself. 1, 2. And yeah, crochet as you go. Well, it's not 100% crochet as you go, but I'm not sure how I'm going to put the other parts together. That will come to me. 1, 2. But I like how this is being put together this way, if that makes sense. 1, 2. And it's very pretty. 1, 2. Sorry, I'm counting how many I'm doing. It's a habit of mine to make certain I got the right amount. You have to do 2 stitches and then you go in, and so right here I have to take this out, pull it out from here, put it in its little spot in there, and keep going. But the good news is this is the starting of my gorgeous blanket. I mean, the blanket's starting to take shape. Jeff and I were discussing the pattern, and I asked him how he likes the pattern. He says it's pretty. It'll look nice on our bed.
Mm-hmm.
Would I work on a blanket like this again? No.
Might take some time.
It would take me time. I mean, this has taken me almost Well, if I hit winter and still working on this, then it's going to take me 2 years. If I started this because I can't remember the exact day I started this, but I think I threw away the old pattern I was using. There was an old pattern I used, which I didn't like, and decided to use a different pattern and different yarn, if I remember right. I think this is the one I needed. Yeah. So we're right now just finishing this off. And I only have 4 more to do with this. But it's going fast and I'm going pretty decent speed. Am I rushing? Not really. Would like to get this done before our winter hits. Right now it's autumn.
Mm-hmm.
And autumn is getting cooler. But winter, it gets cold. And I think Jeff will appreciate having a nice, beautiful snowflake blanket on us for winter. Am I right there?
Well, it'd be nice having something warm on the bed, yes.
Yeah. Not that I don't like what we have, it's just this is being made by your wife. It's the biggest project I have ever made, to be honest. And then I'll start working on some scarves for us. Fingerless gloves, because after all, it's winter. When it's winter here, it's not that we don't get snows, it just gets cold. But as long as our main hand is warm, I think we'll be fine. What do you think, dear?
I think so. I think as long as well, I prefer to I prefer to have like everything all the same temperature, as you know.
Yeah, Jeff. So mine would be fingerless gloves. His would be
Full gloves.
Give me full gloves, please.
At the very least, mittens.
Yeah, mittens. I've never made mittens, believe it or not.
You've got a pattern in the next room.
I do. I have a pattern. I have patterns left and right. Now it's time to start, working with the patterns. Well, we have Pesach coming on in April. So we will be going for Pesach. Hard to believe April's almost here. And it's April the 12th, I believe, is when Passover is.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. We keep praying that we'll go to court
In plenty of time.
Because end of June, I think, is when the 50,000, I can tell them, 50,000 homeowners grant.
Yeah, it's due to dry up then.
It's due to dry up. And,
which means, though, we really need to go to court, tomorrow. Or because if we don't, right, then it's going to be a case of because everything still needs to be put through council.
Yeah.
We have to, that'll take a couple of weeks at least anyway.
Yeah.
So we can't be starting the process in June. We've got to be starting the process 6 weeks before the end of June.
Well, if you're getting it correct, which I don't know, but if you're getting it correct, we might end up going to court.
Well, the other problem is I don't know if we have to have the place built or just have to have it in the process of being built, if you know what I mean.
Well, we can ask.
That's another problem, right?
We could ask. We could look into it.
I mean, it typically takes a couple of months at least to build a house.
Yeah.
I don't want to fly through the. Some of these they claim that they're okay by council, but I mean, are they okay by council if there's already an A1 class structure on there? See, it's a bit of a trick, some of them, if you know what I mean. They might not count as A1 class structures themselves.
Well, there's a housing shortage, not housing shortage, but there is
a housing shortage.
Yeah, there's a housing shortage, and we're trying to get out of the housing shortage.
So that also means that a lot of the builders are busy already. So getting them out to a tiny little town out west could be an issue.
So we don't know what will happen.
I'm not going to be very happy with certain people if it gets to that stage.
No, we are already upset with certain people. Very upset.
Right? Because they could have fixed this at any time in the last 3 years.
Yep.
Or 2 years, rather. No, three.
Yeah, 3.
3 for the amount of time we've been here. And they refused to do so because they claimed that they made no such promise. Now, granted, the other people who could fix it didn't make any such promise.
No. But they might fix it. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, well, we'll see. Time will tell. So anyway, that's what we're dealing with right now. Jeff and I are just surviving at the moment.
Yeah, I've got literally one set of clothes that I wear all the time.
Yeah, same here. I actually just wear one clothes most of the time. I wear a night shirt. Only time I put on any any undergarments is when I go out. In my house, I don't need to do it. Well, not my house, but because I'm staying, I don't need to. So, yeah. We're making it. Barely, but we're making it. I always pray to the Heavenly Father when I wake up. Thank you for renewing my spirit within me. Your faithfulness is great. Thank you for the beautiful day. I always thank Him every day for the day. I thank Him for the fact that I woke up. So, wow, I'm going lickety split. Oh, that's not open. There. Now it's open. last one in this section. And that section. Nope. That section. Last one. 1, 2. I'm sorry that you're not seeing it. So we're now going into this one where I'm grabbing this, going into the bottom of this, same one I was in, and I'm going into the top of this one right here. And I close it up, and that's done. Then I pull out more, and then I pull this straight down like that. So, yeah, we are looking forward to Passover. We have a big Passover coming up. Jeff and I are not going to be here. We're going, so on a Saturday, we'll be going right there.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll be going over to Kilroy, I think is the area. And we'll be staying there for 2 nights.
Close. Isn't it Kingaroy?
Kingaroy.
Kilroy is a different location.
Sorry, dear.
And there's also Kilcoy. We like to kill things around here. Kilcoy, Kilroy, Killarney. If you have any of those names, don't come here.
He's funny. One, 2. And we're almost done with this one because we're as you can tell, we're right here and here. So I'll take this part off. I actually like this thing right here. I actually like it. It works so much better when you're working with those. So much better. So let's have fun getting it all together.
By the way, a little news that they might not have known.
Sure.
Stonehenge is underwater.
Really?
Yes, not the famous monument in England, but the never before been heard of town in Australia. You know that big monsoon that came in from the Indian Ocean?
Yep.
500 millimeters of water in one day.
Wow. We're getting rain. We're getting a lot of rain today.
We're on the edge of it. We're on the edge of the monsoon.
We're on the edge of it.
In fact, if it had come just a little further south, we'd be experiencing flooding too, but we haven't.
No.
And hopefully we won't.
No. So yeah, it's we have flooding here in Australia, but we're not in the flooding area.
And here's the thing, what it highlights is that the news doesn't care, generally speaking.
No.
Like it's making regional news, right? But the people in Brisbane haven't even heard what's going on.
No. No, they haven't.
I mean, When Tropical Cyclone Alfred hit, they didn't have to send in helicopters to evacuate an entire suburb.
Nope.
But they did. Town of Stonehenge, they had to send helicopters to take everyone out. Or boats. And look, the worst of it is one poor fella who was in a slightly low-lying area. He runs sheep. Well, he doesn't run sheep no more. 3,000 sheep gone overnight.
That's sad.
That's his livelihood. Out. He's finished. His sheep are gone. His property is underwater. His home is wrecked. What's he going to do?
There's nothing he can do.
No. Now, that's the worst case. Other people have lost sheep and cattle and stuff, in their homes. There's not a home above water. Not one. The whole town went under.
Well, remember when we had that one in Lisburn? The whole town went underwater.
Yeah, Lismore went under.
Yeah. That was 3 years ago?
Driest country in the world.
Driest country in the world, and Lismore goes underwater. I think it's because there was a river system there too.
Well, yeah, Lismore is near a delta.
Yeah.
It surprises me that Grafton doesn't go under more often.
Well, I expect it to. But they do have that little
We've got the huge levee bank.
Levee bank, yeah. One, two. We are almost done with this one, guys. Doesn't take long to do it. About 30 minutes, not too bad. I did it in a pretty reasonable timing, didn't I? So I'm enjoying doing this. So yeah, it's getting almost done. I'm very happy with it, to be honest. I still have to figure out how I want to put them together, as in put them together a different way, or do I put them together just this way? And this is just doing the rounds, putting that part on. I really don't know. Do not know. One, two. Then there's this one. Finishing it off. There's that. And that. Then 1, 2. And then we go back into, this and this. And what I'm going to do here is, because it did do that, I'm going to pull this under there, pull it up. What I usually do is this thing right here will go under here. I've fixed it so it's tight. And then I go under this. And then I go under here, pull it inward. Then I go 1, 2, 3, one more, I think, 4, holds it tight. Then I go 10 of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So once I get that done, I go for my skizzers. I usually find my skizzers somewhere here. This is for outside. I still have to work on stuff like that, but outside, where is my skizzers? I guess I could use this. I don't like using this for that, but whatever. I usually cut right there. And then I always pull this part right here under. I always pull under, holding it in place like that. And that is how I finish these off. They're not done, but that finishes this part. Off for now. I have so many missing pieces, so that's done. So that now I have 4 more to go. Now, what I usually do is I'll take this, I'll unhook that together, and I'll take this about here, and we'll start over again. Now, the reason why I make it so this is longer is so I can do that little bit. So what I'm doing right here is I'm taking this right here, this right here, yeah, this one right here. So I have to have that little spot there. I just had to make certain I had it right. So I put it there, make certain this little section goes underneath. You don't want it on the top, you want it on underneath. And then pull this through, hold it, and then I do 1, 2. Then I'm trying to figure out where I'm at. Might have done it backwards. I think I did it backwards. I did it backwards, guys. I did it backwards. This one is the one I was supposed to do. Okay. I try and go into the middle here. Go into this right here. And then I go into this right here, which is the top part of this, because we're trying to get it. And then this goes into this little section right here, so it's not in the way. Then you just pull it through. And then you do 1, 2, 1, 2. Make sure that stays there. Then you do the same. Pull this into this little section right here. Into this little section right here. Because we're finishing that little section off. And we go 1, 1, 2. And this is the start of the next section. Okay. As you can tell, I have it all set up where I can see what I'm doing. And you are not supposed to be down on the ground. So as you can tell, I have it pretty much aiming for the right area. So this and this goes in. And then this, 1, 2. So, yeah, I've been doing this for a while, trying to finish this off and then figure out what I'm going to do next. But I love how this is turning out. It's a queen size bed. I also have another thing I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing this and putting this around the edge of it. And I don't know how many I have to make before I can do the edge, but that's going to be around the edge. And I know exactly how that's all going to fit. But I don't know how I'm going to, how many I need, if that makes sense. So we are right now doing crochet as you go, putting it together. And it's basically crochet as you go. And you want to make certain this and that fits. And I'm doing the outside of it, not the inside. So it leaves this nice little, here, I'll show you. Leaves this nice little look right there. Then you do 2, and then you keep going. I might do a baby blanket one of these days out of something like this. Make it like a baby blanket snowflake, but it will never be a queen size bed again. This was a labor of love. But since I know how to do it, it's like, But I used a lot of things to hold them in place. I used this type of thing right here. This right here. It actually comes apart. Come on. Come on. But it comes apart and you can put it back together. And it holds your pieces together. Love that thing. I'm glad I bought it when I did. That's made it so much easier in my book. See right here? I have that little piece. So all I do is I just use my little thumb and I pull it out like that. So, and then all I do is I put this on this. and I close it like that. So yeah, it's a easy peasy thing. So yeah, I'm doing very well on this blanket. Now when I get to the edge here, I'm going to pull this, do that, and do 2 stitches, then keep going. You do the back sides of them. 1, 2. Then you do the back sides one more time. This finishes, you don't want to do it all the way around. This finishes it right to there. Then you do 1, 2. Then you switch 1. And you look for the top right there. Whoops. There.
Blow me over.
Then it holds it in place. And you go to the next one. And as you can tell, this is what it'll turn out. Isn't that pretty? That's what it'll turn out. And it'll hold your pieces together looking really pretty. Then you do the same thing all over again. So you do 2 stitches and then you keep going. This is not a instructional video. This is actually a disclaimer. This is actually a entertainment type of video right now. But I am doing crochet. I do like how this is going to turn out. It looks very pretty in my book. Might have to delay doing. I might have to start in May or when we get into our own home. I might have to wait just a little longer to do back to Wednesdays, but we'll see. We'll see. Jeff is still writing his book, and I don't want to interrupt him writing his book.
Mm-hmm.
We thought we found a publisher. We didn't, sadly. He doesn't want to get in trouble by none other than Wizard of the Coast, so he's trying to figure something out. Because they can sue you. So Jeff has been thinking about maybe writing a whatever, I can't think what it's called. Something for not a diagram. A campaign module. Thinking about doing that just to get his name out there first. And then once he's well known, then he'll write, then he'll probably let go of his books. Not let go of them, but, get them published. Ooh, there we go. Now we're getting close to the edge where I need to be. I do one more edge right here. One edge right here. And you see that right there? And I click it and click it together like that. But then I switch it. And I do 2 of these. Then I go in the same one right there. And I go to the next one. Right here. Pull it through. I'm done. So we usually separate this when I get closer, but I'll separate it now so you can see what I did again. But the good news is this is actually going to be a blanket. And you want to have this aimed right there and keep going under and under and go. I actually learned this from this crochet as you go from none other than what is her name? Give me a minute and I can put her name. I learned the crochet as you go. Now I didn't learn the I learned I haven't written down what I've learned. So give me a moment. Crochet as you go was from someone on Facebook. Just give me a minute. Let me look at what I have written down on Facebook. Now I only have 3 more of these to do. 3 more of these to do. So let me check my area here. Christine Mullen is the one I learned the crochet as you go. Her pattern is what I'm using for putting this together, but it's still technically my pattern in the sense of I'm doing it around and I'm doing it different than the way she did it, but I still am doing the crochet as you go pattern, as in it's a pretty easy pattern, but it's, yeah, Christine Mullen is who I used. And the snowflake, I have it written down in a different area of I think it's in my description, but I will mention the crochet as you go pattern, as in it's an easy pattern, but it's not, I don't think she's ever done it around a what is it called? Hexagon is what I'm trying to say. So I'm doing it a different way than hers, but I'm still using her way of crochet as you go, if that makes sense. So I have Christine Mullen to thank for the crochet as you go pattern. It's a pretty easy, simple pattern to do. And it's very frilly. And Jeff frilly is not really for Jeff, but the thing is, I am married to him, so frilly is for Jeff. I'm not sure what my husband will say on that, but it's funny.
I love you, dear.
I love you too, dear. And
I'm going to boil a couple of eggs.
Okay, dear. So we just finished doing our round. So we go under here, go under the last one right here. It helps pull it in, and then we go. Then you do a double crochet, not double crochet, you do 2 stitches. Then you go under this and you hook this part. And get it as close to the middle as possible. That way it looks good. Then 1, 2. It's looking good. And as you can tell, and I'll show you the end result. The end result is really pretty. And yeah, sometimes my husband handles prettiness. I'm not normally what's the word I'm trying to find? I'm not normally a frilly person, but making this is teaching me some things about frills. It's pretty easy. You want them to kind of fit together. It's a nice one. Could probably get quite a bit done here. And then I have more to do with it. I have to make a decision of how I want to have it looking. Now, I already made a decision about the bottoms of it. The bottom of it is going to have a snowflake dangling from it. At least that's what I'm thinking. A snowflake dangling from it. That way it'll look really interesting. And it'll have a little string. Well, not a string, but you know what I mean. It's like a little, what is it called? It's like when you're crocheting, you want them both to fit the dialogue. So it's getting closer, and I love doing this crochet. I love it. It's coming together. My husband loves how it's coming together.
Getting so much closer to the finish and looks pretty good.
Well, it's not going to be professional. I mean, I am somewhat of a professional, but it's not going to be professional. I don't even know if I put this in, if it would actually win a prize. I doubt it. Never even tried to put something like this in for winning a prize. But it's quite an interesting pattern that I'm using. But yeah, Christine Mullen is the one I learned the pattern from. I keep saving on PDFs, if that makes sense, when they send me links to things. And my husband watches me when I do that. Don't you dare.
Say again?
You watch me as I save links.
Mm-hmm. I do.
Now, sometimes I messed up on the count. I thought I had the right count, so I have to improvise for the count. It'll work out in the long run. And we are now on to the second to the last. Second to the last. Isn't that good? Look at that, guys. I love it. This has been a labor of love because I've been working. I wanted it on my bed last winter. I think I started it on an autumn. But I think I messed up on it when I first started because I didn't use cotton. I was using acrylic, and acrylic is not something comfortable for us. Jeff and I want 100% cotton. So I talked to him, and we got this cotton yarn, and I went and bought the cotton yarn, and I was like, well, I think I can make it out of cotton yarn. I got 3 different colors. So what I did was I took the cotton yarn, I got white, which is for the snowflake itself. And then I got the what did I get? Then I got the 3 colors to do the bordering around it. I thought it would be kind of interesting to have the different patterns or different colors of for the border. I thought that would be kind of cool. My husband and I discussed it, and he says, yes, you can do that. And I did. Took me a while to even, try and do 144 of those snowflakes. 144, guys. 144. You have to count how many you need for your bed. And I counted how many I needed, and I knew for a fact I needed 144. Now, I've come to a decision of adding a half of a hexagon to the border. It's going to be interesting when I do it. But it's the 144. But I don't need 144 half hexagons. I only probably need, I don't know how many I'll need. I don't know. But we're doing a half hexagon for the border of it, like the bottom of it. And because I don't want the what is it called? And as you can tell, I got it just right in the right area, which is amazing. 2. And we go here, and we go here. So we finish it off like this. Then I do 1, 2. And then I go back into the same one here, pull up, bring this one up, make certain it's like in the middle. And then pull it in, and then keep going. And we're on the last bit right here. See? That was pretty easy, wasn't it? So then you do 2 of these. But yeah, Kristen Mullen taught me, gave me a pattern of how to do the border around something, or how to do the crochet as you go. So I'm not 100% done with the crochet as you go, but I have to count how many areas of my blanket to count how many of these I have to make. This is called a half crochet. And I love the decoration around it. So at the moment, I'm right now just getting this all done, and then we'll be on to the next one. And the good news is it's getting closer and closer to being done, and I will be, the thing I didn't want is this, if I do the border, it needs to be done a different way. And I've been thinking, okay, how do I do this border? I really want to do this border, but I don't know how I want to do it. So I studied it and looked at it, and I was like, I mean, I want to do the border, but I don't want the little holes, if that makes sense. I'll explain what I mean. So what will happen is once we're done here, the holes will be filled in. Just keep going here. And 2. And then do this one. 1, 2. Grab that one and that one. 2 and 2. Grab that one. Nope. This one right here. This one right here. And we averted a disaster. Last one. Then do 1, 2. Then we averted a disaster. And then pull this up. Pull that down. Pull this out. And then we go like this. 1, 2, 3. Normally there's like about 4 of them. Then I go 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I pull this out a little bit. I don't want a whole lot, but I want enough to pull it out. And I click it there. Close this up. This is actually my Cricut thing I use for Cricut. Then I pull this underneath, pull it back. And it'll look like that. Now we have that completely folded and done. I might take this one out. Use my new ones that just got used. These right here. Put this in here to hold them in place. They work much better than those. And this one right here. I feel so much better knowing I did those. I feel so much better knowing I did these. Now, I mean, I could do the other parts, but the main one I'm concerned about was the ones that were coming apart. So now let's see if I got it. No, nope, there's one more. So I can take that part out and this part out and put that back in there. And I can put this and this in here. Yeah, I have 2 more. The good news is once you finish using one, you can work with another. So I usually do that once I figure out what I need. So that holds it in place. And this one is also the same situation. And this one right here will go in here and it will close up. And it makes it look so much nicer. Now we fold this together in half like that. We have it all together, which looks really good. Only one I can't do is that one right there, which is fine. But we got this one done. Now we only have 1, 2, 3 left to do. 3. That's pretty good. So we will start it again at the beginning like we usually do. And I have plenty of white to help me with this. So it's called snow. I'm using snow. Hey, snow works great, right? Because snow fits the theme of snowflakes. So we take this part off. We pull this together off of that one right there. And we put it there. And then we take this one here. Put the snow in between. Put this one right here. I think it's that one. Yep, that one. Then we try and get this little thing in the middle. For now, we don't need it until we finish it off. But the good news is There we go. There we go. And then we do 1, 2. Then we put that there in between. Thank you. Then we go into the same thing here, into that little section right there. Pull that. And we look right here. There's that little spot I'm after. And here we go. Then we go 1, 2. And that holds it in place. Now, because I hold it in place, we go under and we go under and we start pulling it together, and then 1, 2, and then keep going. I have been to the doctor. I actually have good news to tell you guys. The good news I have to tell you is I got my proof of my surgery that has been fixed, and I know exactly what they've done to it. It's the lumbar 5, so it's L5, S1. So, if that means anything to you guys. It was in 2007, not 2008, like I thought. It was in 2007 when I had the surgery on my back. And I've been... Are you? Yeah, you're right. Okay. So that's something I wanted to tell you guys. We did find... What's kind of sad is they purged a lot of my records. But I knew there was microfilm. Don't ask me how I knew there was microfilm. I knew there was microfilm. And they had to have proof of my surgery. They had to. So I've talked to a few people, and it took about 3 calls. And I had a call at 11 to midnight to get my information. But I have it here now. And I know exactly what they did to my back now. They took a little bit of the tissue, or the little bit of the whatever was ruptured. They took a little bit of that to sample it, and they didn't tell me what they did. They did not remove it, as far as I know. So that's good news to know. Good news to know. So knowing what happened makes me happy. Knowing what happened makes me happy. Because no one told me. No one told me right after the surgery what they did. I asked them. I remember asking them, what did you do? Did I get like a rod put in? What did you guys do? No one told me.
Oh dear, that has to be the worst dad joke I've read in a while.
What?
I'll read it to you.
No. Well, yeah, go ahead.
I'll read it to you. My friend set me up with a hot blind date. He said she will meet me at Tim Hortons, and just to let me know, she is expecting a baby. Update. I hope she gets here soon. Feeling really awkward sitting here wearing only a bib and a diaper.
What?
The hot blind dad is expecting a baby. Apparently that's what she's into. That's how he interpreted it. Somehow I think he got the wrong message.
I think he got the wrong message, honey.
That man's going to be ghosted. She's going to show up and go in there. Not dealing with the crazy man. This date is over before it starts. She's going to turn around and walk away.
Yep.
Not even going to walk up to the man with the bib and the diaper and go, "Excuse me, are you the man I'm expecting?" Because you're not.
Oh dear. That's funny. So, yeah, just letting you know that I do know exactly what they did in the surgery now. So that's good. I love that this is coming together. I love how it's all just coming together. It took me forever to get it to look right in my book. I mean, I wanted this to look right. Now, I'm not sure how I'm going to put everything together. As in, I'm talking about the outsides. But at least I know how to put this together. This is the middle of it. The middle. But I have a whole lot. Now, remember, I have 144 of these little, I guess you can call them motifs now. Not sure if they're called motifs, but they're motifs, I guess. And it's, yeah. Have I made a skirt? Have I made a shirt? No. Have I made a placemat? No, not yet. I plan on making a runner for Pesach. That's what I plan on doing. Not sure how that's going to turn. I did find a couple of good patterns I wouldn't mind making to make the runner. Lots of times it's usually just shawls that they have. So we'll see. 2. Now we're getting closer to the area. I have to have this part taken off. Pardon my growling tummy. I'll be going on to another what you call fast, a water fast. And growling tummy will happen quite a bit. But at least we are getting this part done. So you go in here and you go in here and you pull this through. Now, the thing about it, guys, is I'm not a, although I thought about making a few different things, really have, but this one right here, like I said before, is a labor of love. It's one that I made. I told my husband I'm making a blanket for our bed. And I told him that I'm going to be working hard on it. And you sometimes have to take a breather from crocheting sometimes because it can get not monotonous, but it can get frustrating at times, especially if you don't know how you wanted the pattern to turn out. So I think I did really well on the pattern. I think I'm doing fairly well on the pattern. Yeah. Oh, Jeffrey?
Yes, dear.
I asked you to look something up. Are you going to ask me what it is?
Go ahead, dear.
I asked you to look up those circle things. Jeff.
What, dear?
Wreaths. Those fur wreaths. You know, goes on the door. They're circle during holidays.
Oh, a wreath?
Yeah.
What about it?
Look up a little bit about them.
Okay.
So anyway, back to what I was saying. We have been working, I've been working on this. I am planning on, and I think I discussed it with my husband about buying 2 new dresses or robes. I'm thinking about buying robes on payday. Because I've been good. I've been a good girl. I haven't done any buying for nothing. And this is for Passover. And I want to have a brand new dress for Passover. Not that I don't like the dress I have and I need to make my dresses, but there's just no room in this house at all. And every time I try and make things, long story short, okay, there we go. I'm just looking to see what I did wrong on this. I haven't done anything wrong, but I was trying to. There. We found it. So, anyways, back to what I was saying. So, a lot is going on. Did I put it in the wrong area? No, I didn't, but this one I did. Now I didn't. Took me a minute to find it. Yeah, it looks good then. One, two. And we're on the last one. 1, 2. So we do it right here. Click this. Do 1, 2 again. And then we go right into the same thing. Look for the thing right here. And make sure you put it in the right little area, which I did. And close it off. And we're doing pretty good. We got like 2 of these done, or am I on my 3rd one? I don't know. I keep track of how many I do, but there was more than this, by the way. Trust me. Originally, there was more than this. So we're right now trying to get an idea of how we want our bedspread to look. Once it's done, I will definitely show the end result of it. But like I said, it's a labor of love. It's one I've worked on for a while. I don't know when I started it. Audie would know, Jeff would know, or I could just look it up, I guess, when I started it. But I'm talking about really started it. I'm not talking about doing just the there we go. Just the acrylic one. I'm talking about actually starting it. Come on. So we got this. Did I miss that spot? Did I do the 2? Yeah, I did do the 2. Thought I did, but I couldn't remember. So anyway, back to what I was saying. So I am right now working hard on this, hoping to get it done before winter. We have winter coming in on June. That's when winter is. It's not during May, it's during June. My husband can confirm. He's an Australian.
What's this? Winter in June?
Yeah. So we have winter here in June.
Directions in space are arbitrary.
My pain is going away. That's good news. I did go to the doctors. Actually, I went right after the live. I went straight to the hospital because the pain was severe. And I talked to the emergency room, and I ended up making an appointment with a regular doctor. And after that, I'm supposed to go to physiotherapy next. I can't remember when I started this project, but I know I've been doing this project for a while. I think it's not quite a year yet, but it's getting there, or it's almost my 2nd year. I don't know anymore. It's in the backstory, I guess. So the pain is a little bit better than it was. I'm actually getting close to finishing this little thing right here. I am close to, yeah, there we go. Finishing this area right here, which is good. There we go. 1, 2. And then I'm going to go in here. And I'm going to pull this up. This is a new crocheting technique for me. I am very happy I did this technique. And I think we only have like 2 more on this and finish that up, and then that should be done there. But yeah, I will be going to physiotherapy on Thursday, next Thursday, not this Thursday. And that should take care of the problem. I will let everyone know that I will not be on, well, I might be on, but I won't be on, I think we won't be on Monday in the 13th, is it? The 13th or 14th? Hun, what day is the 13th or 14th? Just give me a minute.
Coming month, you mean?
Of this coming up month.
The 13th is the Sunday and the 14th is the Monday. So Sunday and Monday.
Yeah, the Sunday and Monday we won't be here, so there will not be a live at that time. Because Monday we'll be leaving the place we were going to be staying at for 2 nights. We couldn't stay anywhere for long periods of time, so we're staying for only 2 days, and then we will be staying. So we're leaving on the 12th. Is it the 12th or the 11th we're leaving? We have all that information in your... What?
Yes, we do.
The 11th? Or the 12th? I don't know.
I'll look it up.
Jeff is going to look it up.
But not right now.
But we will be leaving around that time. We will not be coming back until the 14th, but that it's a little bit of a drive, so we'll be driving from somewhere to here.
Bit over an hour.
And then we will be leaving. So if you count 8 days, from the Pesach, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We will be staying somewhere on the 19th also. At least that's what Jeff and I have been discussing. Right there?
Well, we're not sure yet.
We're not sure.
Depends on if we can afford it and book it or not.
It's April the 11th. So the 13th. So it's your Sunday, my Monday. So yeah. So that's good news that we will be able to do our Passover, but we're not sure about the last day of unleavened. We don't know if we're going to stay somewhere or not. It depends. It depends on a lot of things. It depends if we get money. It depends if something else happens. It depends. Depends if I sell stuff. I am going to be selling this beautiful, and anyone who's here, yeah, it's noted because I do Passover. What did I do with it? Just put it. By the way, this little guy is going to be for sale. Now we're still making a decision if I'm going to put like little coins around there and then putting a 20 upwards or not, or if I'm just going to sell it like as is. I haven't made that decision yet. But I still do clay work. I still do resin work. But like I said, yeah. I hope it's a nice trip. We will be on Feast of Unleavened Bread. And we'll be here, I think, on yeah, you go right in here. We're going to be on Feast of Unleavened Bread for 8 days. 8 days of Feast of Unleavened. We'll see. It'll all work out in the long run, right? We're still praying about the courts happening so we can get our own home. There is a thing going on right now. Homeowners grant. That is going on, and I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get the homeowners grant. There we go. That finishes that off. Can you believe this blanket is getting closer to done? I mean, really, it's getting closer to done. It's a labor of love. I'm enjoying it. And there we go. Now we're on the last one for this one. And then I have 2 more left. And we're done with these. And then it's called, let's figure out how to keep going. Let's figure out how to keep going. I don't know what I'm going to do. How am I going to put this together? I'm talking about, and I also have a half. It's called a half of a snowflake, believe it or not. I'll show you the half of the snowflake. Can you see the half of the snowflake? This is actually half of a snowflake. It's a six-pointed snowflake. And I made it a 3-pointed snowflake. And that will go into the thing there. So we'll figure it out when it's time. So yeah, my husband and I are discussing about getting food, what type of food to bring with us. And since I have to be careful with my mouth, I have to be very careful. Because, yeah. Long story short, we will be doing Passover and the Feast of Unleavened Bread. And during that time is unleavened. I don't know what I can eat that's unleavened, but we'll see. I know we'll be able to eat fruits and veggies and stuff like that, but I have to be careful what I eat because my teeth are a little bit brittle at the moment. Every feeling I had in my mouth from the dentist. You remember when I went to the dentist and had not surgery, but they had to put me to sleep and I had all those feelings done? They're gone. So I have to be careful with whatever I eat. So, yeah. We have to find unleavened foods, which will be interesting because I can't eat crackers. So I'll have to pray to the king to help me find something to eat during unleavened. Would you say crushed garlic is bitter, honey? Bitter herbs?
That would count, yeah.
I think it would. Pretty bitter in my book. So, Yeah, we have a lot we have to prepare for. I also am planning on buying a new robe. I'm not sure what I'm going to wear, but yeah, a new robe for Passover. That's when I usually buy a new outfit, when one robe is pretty much done with. Where one of the robes is actually done with, isn't it, dear?
Mm-hmm.
So Jeff and I usually buy like one robe for me during Passover, and during Sukkot is when we sometimes buy a robe, because why are you not doing what I want? Thank you. Yeah, wait, are you on the wrong side? I have you right. Okay, sorry, I'm talking to my my fingers. So yeah. So yeah, and it's raining. It's still raining. Been raining for 3 days now. Really has been. We're not in flooding though. That's good news. We don't have a flood right here right now. There we go. And I usually close off on this. Then I'll take this like this, pull it through here, because I always crochet something like that. Then I go and pull 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's a longer one. Usually I get done with 4, but it's a little bit longer. And I think we are done. And then we count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then I cut it. And I pull this back a little bit. And then I do what you call you go under, you pull this through, and you tuck it. You tuck it inwards like this, so it looks like it's part of it. Dad's watching something. And then we got this. Look at that. We want to make certain it's over here, down on this one, there, and there. Pull this in and put it away. Guess what, Audie? 2 more of those to do. And then I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm not sure how I'm going to do the next one. Because I still have, believe it or not, let's see, how many of these do I have? I have a lot of them. I don't know how many I have of them, but I have a lot of them. So what I do is I separate those things from the edge. Then I need this part to be on the very bottom. So I look at this thing right here. I go into the very top right here. You want to make certain you're hitting the backs Yeah, the backs. So I'm just making certain I got the right one. Okay. This part goes underneath. Doesn't need to be seen for a while. And then this, let me check. Where are we? Yeah, that one. Then you click it and you put it in here. Then you do 2 stitches. Oh, I messed up. Messed up. I always go first to the first one, which is this one right here. I always go to this one first to secure it so I don't have to worry about it when I come back to it. That makes sense. So that, and then pull that through. So I go in here, then I do 1, 2. Then I take this, I pull it through the same thing here. Then I pull this through right here. And then pull this, whatever way this goes, and pull it in that way so it secures them. Then you do 1, 2. And then we start doing the crochet all the way across. Woo! It's getting done. It is. It's really getting done. I'm really happy about this. So we go in, then 1, 2, then because this is just finishing off the this is just doing the middle part of it. And there we go. Okay, there's that. There's that. And you want it to all fit into place. And go again. So yeah, Jeff and I are going to have a beautiful Pesach. We're not sure how our Pesach will turn out due to the fact that I can't eat much. Mm-hmm. So we have to find something that is unleavened that I can eat. Right there. Mm-hmm. I don't think coconut juice is or coconut milk is leavened. Doubt it. So I could take my coconut milk with me, I suppose. We could. Is oatmeal leavened? Don't think so. We have a lot to look into. But we'll see. Can you believe this has been a labor of love, guys? This piece of cloth that I'm making, well, not cloth, but this crochet has been a labor of love. It's a queen size bed size. And my husband and I have snowflakes in our bed by winter time. We're hoping to be in our own home by that time. We'll see how all pans out. Still praying about it and waiting on the king. Because there are rules and regulations you have to obey and follow and all types of things. I do enjoy making things. I still have to finish doing the fairy dragon wings. Once I finish that up, I will have to paint the fairy dragon. So I always go through that one right here. This is the first one. And I go through this one right here. And then I pull it through and keep going. Now I'm taking these off at the moment, so you know what I'm doing. Taking those off. And I'm aiming it exactly where they need to go. There we go. This is going to be fun. So this and that. So yeah. I can't believe how close I am to being done with this crochet I've been doing. This is not an instructional. This is just something I've been doing, a labor of love. And I also have something I'm going to be putting on the outside of it. And it's going to be all purple. Well, all periwinkle. And it's going to be this right here. This is going to go on the outside of it. We're not sure how it's going to all fit. It's going to be like this, and it's going to go into the little groove. And I'll show you what I mean by a little groove. Say you have, well, let me see what we got here. Did I already do that? Yeah. 1, 2. Then we go in here. 1, 2. Here. 1, 2. Here. I wanted to do this part in front of you guys so you can see what I've been doing on these. So this part right here and this part right here all fits into the setup. Then you do 2 more. You make certain you have it right in the right area so it can go in. Would I make a queen size bed spread ever again? Not likely. Just takes too much time in my book. This was just something I wanted to make for our bed because we needed a nice cotton bedspread. And it'll look amazing on the bed when it's done. And at the end, it's going to have a cute little snowflake dangles, if that makes sense. Those snowflake dangles, I think is what I planned on doing. That and that. That tells me it's done there. Then 1, 2, 3, 2. And go into this and grab this one right into the middle right there. And 1, 2, and keep going. So what I usually do is I take that off and I'll take this off because I need to keep going without interruption. So it goes in, and grab. And keep going. I absolutely miss doing resin. But right now the resin is can't be had at the moment. It's here, but can't be had. Jeff and I are, and then to top it off, we have to clean off the bed, which is not fun. It's not our bed, it's the guest bed, I guess you could say. But there's no room for the stuff. That's the problem. Both Jeff and I are not happy about this. Would you agree, dear?
No, not happy at all.
No. I mean, I don't mind people visiting, but bringing people who don't like us, right, in our book, but that's neither here nor there. When we get our house, we'll invite Jeff's sister or brother to visit if they wish, but we're not going to change it for them. We're going to live our Messianic way and be happy in our own home. That's our plan. Right, dear?
Mm-hmm.
Be happy and follow the Almighty. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see. We're still waiting for word from the lawyers of when court is. Still waiting on that, aren't we, dear?
Mm-hmm.
So we're waiting on that. And praying on it. We'll see. Everything will work out in Yah's timing. That's what I've learned. Wait on the King's timing. He'll open up that timing when it's his timing. Anyway, back to what I was saying. We're going back to this. We're going to go here. I'm looking for the little holy area. No, that's not it. That area? Yep, there we go. So we are going into that little area right there. Pull it through. Keep going. Hey, we're getting closer and closer to the end here, which is awesome. Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. Then we do 1, 2. So yes, this is actually from none other than let me check my email. Not email, but my Facebook, because that's where it's at. Christine Mullen. This is this crochet that I'm doing right here is from Christine Mullen's finishing touches, basically. So we're getting there. It's not done, but it's getting closer and closer. And I'll show you what I'm not sure how I'm going to put it together after this. I haven't figured that part out yet. I figured out this part at least, which is good that this part has been put together. But I'm not sure how I'm going to put it all together, to be honest. At least I know what I'm doing here. And that's putting this together like this. So we'll see. And this will finish right over here. You just want to make certain they all fit into the little spots that you're trying to do. 1, 2. Keep going like that. 1, 2. Because you want the front and the back. That's what you want. So what I'm doing here is the back end here and the front end here. So it's the back ends of both of them. So I go under, pull it, and go. And then do 2 stitches and then keep going. This is called crochet as you go. It's a different type of crochet as you go, but this one just seemed to fit my project, if that makes sense. I wanted something that would fit this project. And I think this does. Hello, welcome to Riv Kiss Craft Corner. I hope everyone's having a lovely day. I'm just right now working on a project, a project of love. It's a queen size bed. Absolutely 100% queen size bed. And I'm right now crocheting as I go. Just putting, I won't say it's all being put together, but I'm saying most all of it's being put together. So it is crocheting as I go. And as you can tell, I just turned it. I take that part off. I take this part off. And keep going. I would say when you're doing this, yeah, it'll still fit. Good. I would say definitely make certain it would fit, because you have to have both of your areas fitting right into this little section right here. So I'm just crocheting as I go. I think I'm doing fairly well on the crocheting as I go. There we go. And Now, I've been doing it this way for a little while, and I do plan on having this bedspread done before winter comes. This bedspread is a big bedspread. It's a queen size. It's not a small baby. It's big. It is what you call a it's granny square granny octagons. Granny octagons or hexagons. Granny hexagons. I'm using granny hexagons because that fit the narrative of the snowflake. So that's what I'm doing. This is not instructional. This is just telling you what I'm doing. I've been working on this for almost a year. I'm not sure how long I've been doing it. It's definitely practically a year or almost 2 years. Once winter comes, it'll make it 2 years, I think. Or it's the start of 2 years. I'll have to look because I haven't mentioned on my videos. But I think it's, yeah. So I'm right now finishing that part off. And we're almost to the edge. So we want to make certain this holds in place. That's what I'm doing right now because we're right now working on that part right there. Don't get me wrong, I still do diamond painting, but I'm not doing diamond. I'm not a full-fledged diamond painter. I am more of a crocheter, resin worker, clay worker. I actually finished a clay project I did. If you would like to know, please give me a thumbs up. And I can show you the clay project that is done. It's actually resin and clay, but it's still clay. But I did a mimic. I finished a mimic and it looks amazing. Thinking about making a mimic in crochet. Not sure how I'm going to do that. Never made crochet like that. But who knows? But I did make a mimic in clay. And that one turned out really good in my book. Let me just make sure that's right. Yep, that's right. Good. So there we go. 1, 2. We're on the last bit of the crochet here. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not worried about it. I knew you were going to be getting ready to go to your sister's. So, yeah, no problem. So, yeah, I did make a mimic. I'm not sure if I can make a box with the mimic in it. Don't know. But, yeah. We'll see. I've never crocheted a box before, so no, it's right there. Okay. Trying to find the mixer and I got it right. There we go. As you can tell, it's getting closer and closer to being done because this is what the end result is. Isn't that pretty? That's the end result. So, yeah. I'm pretty sure I'm going too fast for my discussion. But like I said, this is not an instructional video. This is technically for entertainment purposes only. There will be instructional videos, but it's not going to be this one. I haven't done any instructional. I haven't even done any unboxings lately either. I do plan on making jewelry. That's going to be fun when I start doing that. I will be making jewelry, necklaces and bracelets. And maybe not earrings, but they're called ear wraps. I might make ear wraps. Might even make elf ear wraps. Wouldn't that be fun? I would have to learn how to do it, but I might make that and sell those. With real gemstones and stuff. Wouldn't that be fun? So we are getting this done. I feel so happy that it's getting closer and closer to being done. 1, 2. I am very happy that it's starting to look like the way I want it to look. So 1, 2. And then what I do is I go in through this one, in through this one, and I pull it through. Then I start crocheting again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, I'm going to need to do more than that one. 5, maybe one more, and 6. And believe it or not, doing this type of crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Pull it out, cut it here. There. Pull this down a little bit. Pull this under and out of jurisdiction. And this is the end result of said. There. So we got that part done. So as you can tell, I'm going to show you the end result just so you know what I did. That is the middle. It's looking really pretty. I think that looks really pretty. And it brings out the snow look to it. That's what I think. So we are getting closer and closer to the goal. Much closer, I think. Wouldn't you agree, dear? Much closer. So now we're going on to the next one. And all I do is I make certain I have like about this much of a tail. Make certain you have about this much of a tail. Wrap it around. Pull it through. Like that. Pull it through. Like that. That's done. you make certain you have a tail. Then you take this part and this part off. Done. So this part right here, and put this one back in. Make certain it goes on the bottom. Nope, it has to be this way. Okay, then you look for this part right there. Make certain it's pretty much even. You want to make certain it's even. I actually think it might be, yeah, it's this one. Then you push this underneath. Pretty sure I got it right. Yeah. Push this underneath because you're not going to use it right now. And then you go here and you pull in. Then you count to 2. Then you start it. Go in, same one right here. And this time it's the second side. Well, let me check. I think it's this one right here. Take that, pull this through, and you do a single crochet, and you're done. You're done, you're done, you're done. Then you start your crocheting all the way around. That's what I'm doing. The good news is this is actually almost done. So make certain you do 1, 2, and then you go through here, and you go through here, and you keep going. 1, 2, keep going all the way across. 1, 2. And then you want to make certain you don't have this in your way, which I do at the moment, but I won't. Then you go through this one, through, make it certain it's this one right here that you go through, pull it, and keep going. And you go through this one, and you go through this one, pull it, then do 2 more. Then you go through this and this, and you're good to go. Keep going. Okay. Now we have everything in order. Now we just do what we've been doing all along. I had a sticky area and I fixed the sticky area, and that's what I got. Now, would you believe this whole skein has fit, I would say, almost all of this putting together these. Doesn't take much of the skein, and it's been taking care of my situation here. Now, same situation here. Keep going. But it's only taken one skein most of the way. So I'm right now looking for the little area. There. Okay. Take that one right there. Take that one right there. And keep going. One, two. And this one goes through here. There we go. And it's pretty much in the same spot. 1, 2. Now we have this one right here. So we need to go under this one right here. And this one right here. After that goes in. No, that doesn't go there. There. There we go. Then we turn it around. Look at that. Woohoo! We're doing pretty good on it. And I've been pretty much working on it outside of lives. So I do it at nighttime most of the time. Jeff has seen this in action. There we go. There we go. Okay, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Thank you. So, yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I love doing the crochet, and I love the fact that it's coming together and it's starting to look good. This is the last of, not the motifs, but this is the last of the putting together these little whatever you call them, see, I'm trying to think what the word is. Middles. Guess is what it's called. Middles. When you say it's the middles?
I don't know if it's the middle or not.
What I mean is to make it look almost like a flower, but it's not really a flower, trust me.
Yeah. How does that turn? You can certainly imagine it as a flower.
Yeah, but it's not really a flower.
Mm-hmm.
It's the middles, meaning the middle part of it. I still have, and I'll pull them out so you can see. I still have like maybe about 14 of these that are not put together like this, where I have to make a decision of how I want them to look, if that makes sense. So I have no clue how I'm going to do that one. So as you can tell, I'm pulling these off now. And I'm keeping this close together so I can keep going. But I love the look of it. I think it's going to look really good. I'm really nervous about the first wash. I don't want anything to come apart. You know how that is. First wash is going to be interesting. But you have to remember, this is a queen size bed spread. So the first wash is going to be really interesting. Wouldn't you agree, dear?
The first time you wash it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to go.
No. No, we don't know how it's going to go. So we're going through this one and we're going through this one. Now we are on the last one on this one, and then we go 1, 2, and we go through this one right here, and we go through, don't start that, this one right here, and that just pulls it in, and do that. Done. And as you can tell, I'm just going round and around and around as we go. So why are you doing that? Okay, you're there. Good. So I have 2 more rounds of this to go. So we go in through this and this. After we make certain we do the 2, 1, 2. Then we go in through this. 1, 2. And like I said, the crochet technique is from none other than her name is Kristen Mullen. That's where I learned the technique of how to crochet as I go in this way only. But she has not done hexagons like this. I'm doing the hexagon a different way. Someone else taught me another crochet as you go, and I'm not quite liking it. So I took Christine Mullen's technique for a square, which I'll show you a square motif, not motif, but the square. Just give me a minute. Yes, I'm wearing a koala. Oh, okay. Father, help me. This is the square. It's not done yet, but this is a square. And as you can tell, this is how it's supposed to look. And this is just a square. So this is her. This is hers, Christine Mullins. This is a baby blanket that I made. Still have a lot of sewing in. But compared to that, I'm doing it on a hexagon. And trying my hand at closing it off with a hexagon. Now, the other thing I'm thinking about is I'm planning on making some more of these, but I'm only going to use purples. I'm not going to use any special colors, just this. And it's not really purple, it's periwinkle. I'll be using periwinkle, and I'll be making half a snowflake. So half a snowflake. And I have a certain way I'm going to be putting those on. But I haven't done it yet. So that's going to be an interesting situation. So I am very happy with the look of it, though. I think I've done pretty well with getting this as close to the way I want it to be. Because it is going on a queen size bed. And we want to, and I still want to do the crochet as I go and finish that up in front of you guys. Although I'll do a lot of it off screen to kind of get this going faster, I guess you could say. 1, 2. And This one. Yeah. 1, 2, and then this one. Yeah, we got it. It's all in order. 2. Now I will there will be a time when I will actually teach people how to do what I'm doing, but right now is not the time. One, there's not enough room to do it. This place is not technically feasible to do that. 1, 2. Now we are on the very last one, which is you go right here, just for this little motif right here. And this one right here, which finishes that. Then you do 1, 2. Then you go into this one again, pull this one up, do this one right there. So pull it through and done. Then you take these things off again. And it's better than it was. Trust me, it used to be a lot worse. So I'm very happy with the, and believe it or not, it's getting used up. It's the 4 Seasons is what I'm using. It's just called 4 Seasons. It's called the Flinders. It's 100% cotton. It's an 8-ply, and it's snow. Just so you know what I'm using. I am using a, size are you? 5mm hook. That's the size I'm using. Gets my stuff done. It's actually one of my favorites. Is it's between the 4.5mm hook to the 5.5mm hook. Those are my favorite sizes. I'm not one that makes little things like teeny tiny. You have to get the right type of yarn for it. And the 2mm, the 3mm are not my favorite sizes. So I'm using the right size for me. And my favorite millimeters is from 4.5 to 5.5mm hooks. Those are my favorites. So, thought you would like to know that. Love crocheting. Is one of my distressors is crocheting. I'll run to crochet before I do anything else. Not that I don't run to resin, but I haven't run to resin for a little while. And it's not because I don't want to run to resin. What happened is there's just no room right now for resin. Sorry. I do have UV resin I'll use, and I can work with that to create what I need to create. And as you can tell, this is getting closer and closer to the edge. Now, what will I do after this? I don't know. I haven't decided how to put this part together. And I'll show you what I have. And I'll show you all the little pieces I have left running around. And I'll even show you the other piece. So there is another piece. And we are at the end, almost 1, 2. And we go into this little section right here, into this little section right here. And we do this. Then we do 1, 2. And we take this one right here. Pull it through. Sorry, I messed up. Pull through here first, then pull through this. Because you want to be precise. If you're not precise, then you're not doing it right. 1, 2. And we are on the last 2, which is awesome, isn't it? Now, believe it or not, I used, these are kitty cat stitch markers. See? Kitty cat. I'll show you. Isn't that cute? So I used kitty cat stitch markers. And we're on the last 2 areas. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go under, pull that, and then keep going. Yeah. 1, 2. Yeah, isn't it cute? Yeah, I have those type of stitch markers. My favorite stitch marker, believe it or not, are these, and I'll show them to you shortly after I finish this. 1, 2. Are these that closes up, and they are actually what you call not resin, but silicone. 2. And I use those to close up the stitch markers. And I like them better than those that have a little opening on them. And I'll show you why. 2. 1, 2. Sorry. 1, 2. And it's getting closer to the end on that, and then I'll show you what I do. And then I'm going to show you the end result so far of what I've got done. Jeffrey?
Yes, dear.
Please go on Switch.
Twitch again?
Twitch. Yeah, go on Twitch again. And you know what I'm going to ask?
Every time, it seems recently.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? 1, 2. One, 2. I can't believe how much yarn you can use. It's like my yarn is just the right amount of yarn, if that makes sense. Yeah, isn't it? I have asked them not to do it, but they're not listening. So I just asked my husband to go onto Twitch and report them. And I don't report them, I just put them on my block list. I put them on my block list. And
if they want to do something, they have to ask permission first. They just come on and make a statement.
Yeah, that's what happens.
This one's officially not a bot, so because he's got badges and stuff. But I don't know how he earned those badges.
Doesn't matter. I asked them not to do it. I don't appreciate when they do that, because I'm not paying for anyone to subscribe to me. I'm asking them if they want to subscribe, they can subscribe. If they don't, they don't. I'm not looking for viewers per se. If they want to join, they join. If they don't, they don't. I've learned in the 5 years I've been doing this, don't push people. You can ask them.
Be free.
You ask them at the end. You go, you do your spill. I might end up changing that around a little bit, but we're on the last one, guys. Look at that. Woohoo! We're on the last one of this. So, yeah, just like Audie says, every single time. And it's every single live.
Yeah, someone comes on.
I don't
know if they're trying to advertise to you or just advertise to people watching. I don't know. Maybe both.
I think both.
But it's not appropriate.
No.
For some reason, I can't remove the actual comment, though. I haven't figured that out.
I've removed it. No, I can't remove it on Twitch, but I've removed it. It's in my chat. I appreciate you guys wanting me to have more viewers. I will probably end up getting more viewers once I move. But right now, not this time. I'm stuck in a I'm stuck living at my father-in-law's. If you could appreciate that difference. My husband is working on books at this moment in time. He's on his last novel of the book, but we're trying to
of the series, anyway.
Of the series. And then he's
I have to look up and see if I can gain anything by doing.
Yeah,
probably not fan fiction.
Probably not, but
doesn't hurt possible, especially if I can find a fan fiction site that directs people to my page.
Yeah.
But again, I don't have permission from Wizards of the Coast to use their stuff, so it's a deep, dirty quagmire to put your foot into.
Mm-hmm.
I'm better off not doing
that. He's trying to prove something, and
I'm just saying the option that I'm thinking of going with is writing adventures for them, which I'm allowed to do.
Yeah, like
and publishing those, and then they might say, "Well, didn't you have a book for us at one stage?" I think that would be pretty popular. We'll see.
Yeah. Okay, so we just finished this. Oh, sorry. You just finished this, and I just went in wrong. Now what we do here is we take this. Remember how I put this underneath?
I'm going up the street. All right.
Okay. And I'll probably do cricket next time I do a live. I'll probably do a cricket next time in my life, which will be fun. I love cricket stuff. And I have a few cricket ones that is for spring, but we are in autumn here in Australia. It's not spring. So I mean we'll do some spring, I guess. Because over here, yeah, we celebrate, during the holiday season. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well, guys, look at this. Look at this. This is how much I still have left. This is how much I still have left. This much. From one skein. Not bad, huh? Now this you tuck underneath and you hold it into the back. The reason I did this for a reason. I did it for a reason. That way, when I'm done with it, it holds it in place. That holds that in place. We're not done with this completely, but now I'm going to get every single one of them to show you what I've done. Okay? We are done technically at the moment with every of these. So we have this one right here. I'm going to have Jeff hand me them slowly. We have this one right here. Just hand them to me.
Oh, you're reaching it.
Not when it gets lower.
Yes.
Now start handing. These are the ones I've already done. Next.
That one.
Yeah, it does. It goes very far managed right. Keep going. There's more.
Are you wanting me to empty out this bag?
Shortly.
Is there a reason? I mean...
I'm showing them how much I've done.
Oh my goodness. Sweetie, it'll be here forever.
No, it's not forever. No.
Take the whole lot. That's what you're going to do.
Yeah, but...
There's an entire bag full here, okay? Just let them know.
Yeah,
otherwise you're making a huge mess. And I can't see the point.
So this right here, I am needing to put together. This part I have to still put together. I'll ask my husband for the next bout once I get all of them together. Right now I have quite a bit here. And I love the organization I have here. Hard to believe all this was done. Now, how many more? There's not much more.
But you got to pack it all and get away again later. How is this helping?
It's helping because that will tell me because I have to show them the bottom parts.
It's not helping. I don't see how it's helping.
It's going to help. Trust me, please.
See, now you're getting tangled with stuff.
No, I'm not. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need these little pieces to show what I have left. That's why I was putting everything together.
Okay. skeleton tangles again. Bending over isn't exactly easy for me either.
Okay, there's one more. Right over there. That one. And under the, yeah. Keep going. There's one more. I think we got it all, but I'm going to just double check. I think we have it all. I think we have it all. We have it all. Okay. So these are the extras, not the extras as in extras, but I'll show you what I'm talking about. So we have, that's why I'm putting them all together so you can see what I've done. This is stuff I've already done. Isn't that pretty though? Don't you like how that turned out in the middle? Very pretty. I've done quite a bit offline so no one could see it. This one I don't need. I can get back in there. Now, once we're done there, this is where it gets interesting from that point. We're getting there. Counting how many I have. There's a lot, by the way. There is a lot. Lot. Okay, these are extras. I think we are almost there. Yes. We're almost there. You can go right back under, like where you belong. As you can tell, this is a lot that I've done. Lot that I have done. So we got this part done. Now, this is where I have a situation. These I already have an idea. Now, I have all these left. I have like 1, 2. I have 2, 3. Remember, these were originally about, how many did I have?
42.
144 of these. 144. So I should have about 6 each, but I'm not sure. I'll show it to you shortly. So this is one set. So there's 2, 4, 5. And then there's the blues. These dark blues. Five each, I believe. And if I'm correct in my assumption, so you know what I mean, my thoughts, there's 5 of these, I think. Now, no, there's 6 each. 6 each. So the question is, yeah, there's 6 each. 6 each of these. That's 6. So I have 6 of these. I have 6 of these, maybe 7. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I've used quite a bit of them. And this is where it gets a little iffy of what to do. So I have that. Okay. So it might be 7 each. I'm not sure. And that's the last bit right there. So we'll turn this back over here just so I can keep track of what I got. So we have this. We have 4 of these, which is kind of odd. So the question I have, 7 each. 7 of these, 7 of these. And 4 of these. So I have 14 plus 4 is 18. I have 18 of these left. 18. Now you see what I'm dealing with. I'm trying to make a decision of what to do. Exactly. I made sure I had enough. So I have 7, 7, and 4. 14 plus 4 is 18. I have 18 oddballs. That's why I call them oddballs. Now, I had enough for it, but I kept forgetting that I'm making these little things on them. I'm wondering if I can put these in between them, like in between the, like, you know what I mean? In between these and going on or not. So that's what I'm dealing with right now. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. But that is how many I have. I have 18 of these, and we're done. So that's not bad. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 sets of these. So I did 18 sets of these. Woo! Look at that. 18 sets. 18 sets. So that's my situation. Now to figure out how to get those put together. But overall, I think I've done really well on the live, and I think I'm ready to get going. Anyways, if you like my video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Please ring the bell so you know. And last but not least, please comment. And I'm hoping very soon I'll start doing some unboxings and showing you all the things I've gotten in the mail from Sophie and Toffee, from anyone else that I've gotten, all those things. But anyways, many blessings and shalom. I am happy with how I'm progressing. Now to put them on the bed to get an idea of how to put them together. But overall, I think I've done really, really well. I think I have done very well. So anyways, many blessings and shalom, guys. I'll talk to you next week, but we will not be playing, we will be playing Peleopines, but we will be playing the newer Peleopines that are not as important. And we'll just try and get them to go up in pumpkin time too. Anyways, many blessings and shalom. I'll talk to you guys later. Shalom and have a blessed day.